So the Venom 2 figures are finally out, and in this video I'm going to let you know why I think these figures are some of the best value for your money that Hasbro has done in a very long time, and of course do some toy photography as well. Alright, well, Venom 3 just came out, so here we are opening up some Venom 3 action figures. Wait, what? No, these are Venom 3, because Venom 3 just came out. This isn't from Venom 2. Venom 3 just came out in theaters. These figures are brand new. Why would they come out with Venom 2 figures when Venom 3 came out? That doesn't make any sense. Venom 2 came out like years ago. You're not making any sense, and I'm getting frustrated, and this is... So, yeah, actually... these are Venom 2 figures from Venom Let There Be Carnage, and yeah, it came out a while ago, and Venom 3 just came out, but yeah, we're just getting Venom 2 figures. So it is a little weird, a little frustrating, but I guess that's just the way things are now. We get figures way later, and not really relevant to when the movies get released. I don't know. So these figures were not quite so easy to find. Venom was actually really difficult. It took me a little bit to find him. It was kind of weird, like sold out on Entertainment Earth, couldn't find him on Big Bad Toy Store at all. I don't know what's going on there. I did actually find Carnage in store at a local Newberry Comics, but he was like $55. Like, get out of here. So I actually found a deal for both of these on the Whatnot app for only 65 bucks for the pair, which was pretty sweet. I was actually kind of pumped for that. So if you want to get a good deal sometimes on figures, find secondhand stuff, use the Whatnot app. I can get you $15 off your first purchase if you use the link down there. It's really quite great. It's a great app. And hey, if you want to sell some of your old figures, why not throw them on there as well? It's a great app. Highly recommend the Whatnot app for sure. But as well as the Whatnot app, I'll leave as many links in the video description as I can to help you find these figures if you're having trouble finding them. I'll put as many links down there, so make sure to head down there and check for those links too. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. I've always kind of been a big fan of like Venom and the symbiotes as a whole. My cat's names are Venom and Toxin. Venom, I know these figures are about Venom, but it's about that Venom, not you, that Venom. And I don't actually have any movie versions of them yet. And usually I try to prefer the movie versions of characters when I'm photographing them anyway, so I'm actually pretty pumped about this. And by the way, I ordered this bootleg Venom horse thing off of AliExpress recently. It should be here soon, so I'm gonna be doing a video on this ridiculous thing very soon as well. So make sure you're subscribed. Always got great stuff coming up, 2+ videos every week here on the channel. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed. You won't regret it, I promise. So what does everyone think about these much more simplistic kinds of packaging that Marvel Legends is doing now? And actually Black Series too, they're just plain old black boxes. I mean, they're kind of boring, but I think I like them more. I think these are the best packaging they've done in a very long time. I'm kind of into it, so I hope they stick with this, at least for a while. I'm a fan. What do you think? Yes or no with the new plain black boring packaging? Yes or no? Okay, I'm just gonna be frank here. I think these might be some of the best value that Marvel Legends has given you for the money you're paying. These figures are big, they look really great, and they come with lots of stuff, and they're pretty decently priced. Like Venom is priced no differently than like a typical Marvel Legend. It seems like, 25 bucks, typically retail, Carnage is $40, which is, definitely a little more than the typical, but still not totally unreasonable, and he comes with a lot of stuff. And the figures look great, and it's kind of crazy to me that they're able to do that. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if Marvel Legends was like, this is 30, 35, right there, 35, 45, but they didn't do that. I'm wondering, maybe it's because of the paint on them is pretty simple compared to a lot of other figures you could get, with lots of more details with paint stuff. It's pretty simple on these guys, so maybe that's it. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This might be the best value for your money that Hasbro has given you as far as Marvel Legends and Black Series and stuff goes in a while. I'm pretty impressed. Like, they come with lots of stuff. These figures really are quite cool. Like, there's a lot of cool details. I mean, as far as Venom goes, he's kind of just a big muscular guy with some pointy hands and some kind of creepy looking feet. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a huge fan of those toes. Make me a little uncomfortable, but I suppose that's just how he is. But Carnage is really extra cool. I mean, he's very tall, and he's also big and muscular, whatever, that's cool, but, you know, the hands and the feet are even more scary. He's got these same types of toes, but they're like skeleton, spiky feet, whatever. Carnage also has these symbiote kind of almost little flame-looking, spiky squiggle thingies coming out all over his body, which he looks awesome. Not gonna lie, he looks really cool. Both of these figures are sweet, and I haven't even put any of the other cool extra spiky stuff that they come with. Like, look at these hands. Those are creepy hands. I also think it's quite cool how obviously these guys have such a very similar design. They're whatever, symbiotes from the same movie, whatever, but they also have a lot of things about them that make them so different from each other. Like Venom is very smooth and very glossy and very shiny, which makes him kind of hard to show up in camera sometimes unless you have the right lighting, stuff like that. So very smooth all over the place. Carnage also is not glossy as much. He's a lot more matte-ish. Still a little bit glossy, but he's not super smooth. He's got all these weird indentations and muscular cavities and stuff, and makes him kind of look more like a skeleton too, which is kind of awesome. You know, there's so many cool differences about these obviously very similar characters, not just red and black. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. Let's get into what these guys come with so we can put them in cool poses and stuff, because they come with a lot of stuff, like I've said. So Venom comes with some extra hands, which is pretty nice. You know, 2 fists. Open hands and fists, I think, are pretty important, so that's pretty cool. He comes with an extra head, so obviously a tongue sticking out Venom head is, I think, incredibly important for something like this. Also, just the big smiley Venom is, I think, perfect too. So yes, exactly what I would have wanted. And then it comes with 2 of these different back tentacle Venom face thingies. I mean, you can bend them, but they're not articulated kind of bending. They're just kind of, those are so cool. And the fact that they all come with this stuff for 25 bucks is kind of nuts. Okay, let's stick it on that back of his. He's got 2 little back holes back there. You can stick it on in there. I'm not sure if this should go on the left or right. I think I put them in correctly. To be honest, it's not super clear as to which one you should put into which side, but this is how it is looking with them like this. And some of them are kind of weird, like this is kind of right near his face, you know. But I guess if I try to switch them, I'm not sure if it'll be any better. This is 100% supposed to be on his left side, but this one is a little bit more ambiguous, so it seems like the way I had it really is the right way to do it. There you go. It is a little weird. I do wish they had a little bit of a wire so I can move them around more freely. It still looks cool like that, right? I think so. And so if I want to switch the head out, very easy. I like that. Come on, can we get a nice snap? Oh, there it is. This is definitely gonna be my go-to face for this figure. However, I do wish this head wasn't so close to him. I feel like they're way too close. They're gonna be like making out. Looks really cool though. Everything all together like that though looks epic. It looks pretty dang cool. Okay, let's check out Carnage now. He comes with not extra hands, but extra blade knife hands. One of them is kind of like a chainsaw man hand looking thing where a blade is kind of going through his fingers, which looks quite cool. And then the other one is just a massive blade, which is fantastic. Really cool. See how easy that is to switch? So far, so good. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome. And the left one, sweet. Yeah, this is awesome. This is incredibly stinking awesome. He also comes with a tongue out face, which is really nice. All the little like cheek tendons in the side of the face there look really cool. The way they're stretching out, that looks so awesome. The tongue is even longer, and yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Awesome how much they made him look more like a skeleton than Venom. Like, oh god, this is so cool. Let's pop it off. Will we get that nice pop? Oh, no, it's in. No nice pop, but at least it's in. Oh, Carnage has 3 holes on his back, more than Venom, and he does come with 3 little symbiote sticks, or whatever you want to call that. No, you don't want to buy symbiote sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. Oh, these 3 symbiote sticks are pretty different from each other. It's funny, they actually kind of look like a vegetable a little bit. Like, why does this remind me of like an asparagus? So each one of these is different. This one is just a singular spike looking thing. This is a splatter looking one with a sickle scythe looking thing, and another scythe and a big spiky splatter thing. And they have a little wire in them somewhere, so you can bend them to your heart's desire for posing, which is awesome. I wish the Venom heads were like this, because this is gonna make things so cool when you try to pose them. Like, I'm really excited to do that. I think that's so cool. Okay, so I'm assuming the singular one would go best in the bottom. This one I think would go best this side. Very nice. Wow, these are really big. I wonder if this is gonna be hard for him to stand up. So right now, he's not gonna stand up unless you... So I imagine I'm gonna have to really bend them in a way that's gonna really help me balance him. This is gonna be tough. All right, there he goes. He is a stand-in. Cool, okay. That's really not so bad. I thought that was gonna be harder. You just gotta kind of mess with him. And to be honest, I didn't really mess with him for that long. So as far as just normal articulation goes, I think it's pretty solid. They both have double jointed knees and double jointed elbows. They are big and bulky, but they're also kind of tall and lanky, which does, I think, help with just being able to move joints more often. Like, if you really want Carnage to sit down, he can. Those knees, you can get him all the way, it seems like. He can kick his own booty.
I'm kicking my ass! Do you mind?
Oh my gosh, we have way more than a 90-degree angle as far as the elbow goes. That's great. Ooh, look at that. I didn't even mean to do that pose. Whoa, that is cool. How do I... That is a stinking cool pose. Didn't even mean to do that. I'm pretty pumped with that. Articulation, spot on. Venom seems to be just about the same. He's not, this is no Spider-Man figure, that's for sure. I mean, he's close enough. And he's got that same angle on the elbow, which is great. There's nothing really left to be desired as far as articulation, I think, with both of these figures. I think they're both pretty great. All right, well, I think a pretty big question for this is how tall are these guys? I've removed their squiggles because they are a lot harder to stand while their squiggles are here. Venom is about 7 inches or so. Yeah, a little bit taller maybe than 7 inches. Carnage is about 9. He's a tall boy. Pretty big guy. So here they are compared to an older Venom, Marvel Legends, which I think this figure is really cool. Definitely a whole lot chunkier than the other ones, and about the same height, actually. Probably shorter than both of them, but obviously they're very different iterations of the character, but it would be awesome to see this version of Venom with this giant muscularness for this guy. That would be super awesome. I would be totally into that. So, to compare to some Spider-Men, this is the SH Figuarts No Way Home Spider-Man. I really like this figure a lot. And I think he still kind of works with this Venom a lot, actually. And here he is compared to a Marvel Legends black suit Spider-Man. This is the old one. This is a very old one, but still works quite well with the Marvel Legends. And then this right here is the CT Toys bootleg of the Mafex black suit Spider-Man, and he's about scaling up just nicely too with everything. And it's kind of cool because even if you have like a Mafex or a Marvel Legends or a Figuarts, these guys will scale anyway because they're already just like thematically, canonically bigger, whatever. So it works with, I think, whatever Spider-Man you've got. Honestly, I think it works great if you wanted to pair them up at all. Okay, so what are we gonna give these guys? Are we gonna give them a W, or are we gonna give them an L? Or an M. I forgot that we also have the M for mid, but I don't think it's a mid. I don't think it's an L. I think this is a mega W, huge W. Like, I really think these figures are so incredibly awesome. Like, I really think these are awesome. Like, I'm very impressed because, yeah, they come with all that stuff and you can really do a lot with them. They can stand up with all that extra junk they've got on the back. And I think the price point's really good. I think Hasbro did a great job with making these still affordable. The fact that he's still a regular price figure is kind of crazy to me. They've done a lot less for this price point before. I think they did great. I think this is a huge W. Hasbro, great job. People give you crap all the time, but I'm a big fan. All right, what do you say we do some toy photography with these two guys? We definitely got to have them battling and really taking advantage of these crazy awesome silhouettes that they both have and all those tentacle thingies. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I got some kind of an idea for sure. So let's go. All right, check it out. I'm in a local abandoned place. And at this place, there's nothing that says no trespassing, so it's free to go. But at the same time, if you ever go somewhere like this, just be safe, because it's not made for people to be in. But it does make for cool photos. And so I've got this opening with light coming in right over there. And it's creating a really cool lighting situation for everything I've got going down here with Venom and Carnage. So Venom is propped up here using this Mezco stand. The Mezco stands are the best, and Carnage is just kind of chilling on the ground, but he does have, however, a little stick there to help me out. As I always do, I'm using my light reflector, and it's very helpful with bouncing that light over here. It looks pretty dang cool without it, but I am gonna use a little bit of help with bouncing some of that light. And so, if you look over here, I've got my little pad so I can safely put my knee down. It's very muddy, unfortunately, but in camera, it's looking pretty good, actually. So my shutter speed is at 800 and my f-stop is at 2.5. I'm keeping it high at 800 because I'm gonna knock around a little bit of dirt and get some debris and dust going on, which is gonna look really cool with all that light coming there. And my f-stop's at 2.5. I like the blurry background. I think it's gonna look great and look perfect for this shot, honestly. And my ISO is at 400, as it always is. So my plan is to use my remote, which I did change my battery on, by the way. It's working now. But to use my remote while holding the light reflector, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of dirt on the ground, and hopefully it causes some cool debris and maybe even some little light rays coming through, because there's some shadows as well popping through out of here, which might look really amazing. We'll see. I'm really kind of excited for this. The thing I really wanted to accomplish was these amazing silhouettes that both Venom and Carnage are showing with these, you know, big tentacles and stuff, and I think it's gonna work out quite nicely in the photo. I'm really excited, actually. So this one little opening over here is creating this annoying draft of wind, and it's so cold. It's a beautiful sunny day, but that stupid wind. Anyway, I'm just gonna go take the shot now, and hopefully it comes out good. These figures have such great value, honestly, for the money you're paying. They really do come with so much, and they look so good. Plus, they're just so objectively intense looking that they're so inspiring to shoot and to photograph. And I had a blast with them. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. As always, in this photo will also be posted onto Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. If you want to follow me on my other platforms as well, it's all linked in the video description along with everything else. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.